Hi there. My name is Becca with Lasso, and today I'm going to walk you through how to find a financial advisor using the Lasso app. I'm going to walk you through the basics of how to build a plan and then use that plan to connect with financial advisors on the Lasso platform so that you can walk away knowing you have a strategy to reach your financial goals, an understanding of how an advisor is going to help you get there, and ultimately an advisor match, or hopefully multiple matches. I encourage you to actually walk through this process with me, and all that you're going to need to do that is the Lasso app. So make sure that you've downloaded it from the Apple App Store and have created an account. It's important to note that you do not need all your financial statements or your bank account logins to use Lasso. I like to think of Lasso more like giving directions. When you give someone directions, you don't have to know everything down to the exact tenth of a mile. All you need is to tell them the destination and then a couple of the big landmarks to look out for to get them there. Lasso is the exact same way, but in finance. We're not worried about every single dollar or every single penny. In Lasso, you're really just building a rough sketch of one of your financial goals so that you can share that with advisors to give them an idea of where you want to go. And then they can send you back ideas on a faster route to get there. All right, let's get started and let's look at how to create a plan in Lasso. Now, if you open up the app, you will see here at the bottom of the screen, you should have a new plan button. If you click that, that's where you start to build a plan. And you'll see that we're prompted with 5 different goals to choose from. This should be a goal that you actually want help from a financial advisor on. So the biggest ones for people are generally retirement, buying a house, saving for education, or saving up for an emergency fund. We've also included a custom option here if you have something else that you want to talk to an advisor about. Most people have retirement as the biggest savings goal that they're going to have in their life. So I'm going to use that as the example today to build a plan, and I'm going to choose retirement. Now I'm going to name my plan, and this is so that I can come back to it later and see how on track I am. So I'm going to call this my Lasso retirement plan. And then I'm going to set my retirement goal. So this is the dollar value that I want to achieve. For retirement, this is going to be how much money I want each year in retirement. If you don't know where to start, a good starting place is usually how much you're making currently, just as a ballpark. So I'm going to put in $125,000 per year. And now I'm ready to really build my plan. One note before we jump into it is that we at Lasso actually show you your progress that you're making towards your goal in terms of points. So the goal is to get to 100 points, and that means that you are 100% on track to reach your goal. Anything less than that, you have a gap that you need to make up. So the goal is to get as close to 100 as possible. So I'm going to click Get Started, and you'll see we just ask 4 simple questions. The first one is, how much have you already saved? So think about all the different accounts that you might have tagged to this retirement goal or whatever goal you're building, and roughly add up what those amounts are. I've been saving for a while, so I'm going to put in, I've saved about $250,000 towards retirement so far. And you'll see at the top, I've gained 10 points just from that initial savings number. So keep an eye on that goal bar at the top to see how much progress I'm making towards my retirement goal. Second question, how long till I want to reach my goal? I'm 35. I want to retire at 65. That gives me 30 years till retirement. Third question, how much am I saving every year? Well, I'm saving about $1,000 a month or $12,000 per year. And finally, what portfolio do I want to use for this plan? If you actually know how your savings are invested, go ahead and choose the portfolio that most closely matches what your investments currently are. If you don't know, you can just pick the portfolio that best describes what type of risk taker you are. Are you someone who's a little more conservative and low risk, or are you willing to take chances in your more high risk? I'm going to put myself right in the middle at the medium risk portfolio. And now I'm going to review my plan. So what I see there is that the progress that I've made is I've scored a 70. So I still am 30 points short of being on track for my retirement goal. And if I switch that to dollars, I can actually see what that means in terms of dollar amounts, where I'm just under 90K per year in retirement income. So with the plan that I have now, by the time I retired, I could expect to have about $87,500 of income every year, which is short of my goal of 125,000. Now on this screen, I have the opportunity to play around with these different inputs and make any adjustments that I want to. So let's say that I wanted to explore retiring a little later and the impact that might have. You'll see in that second row, there's my time input. I had 30 years till retirement. If I add 1 year, you see that adds 4 points to my overall score. So now I've moved from being on track for $87,500 to now I'm $92,500 out of my $125,000 goal. So a little bit closer. So feel free to play around on this screen until you get to a plan that you are happy with. Once you're happy with your plan, you can click Preview Plan. And here's just a summary of everything that I put in. And once I'm good with that, I can finish my plan. And that is how you build a plan in Lasso. Now we're going to show you how to share that plan with a financial advisor. So you'll see that you're prompted immediately with the option to share plan with an advisor. So I'm going to click on that, and it will pull up all the advisors that are in the Lasso community. So I can browse and explore people who've been active on the platform, people who are in my area, or I can look at all the advisors that are on the platform and actually filter them by some criteria I might have. Like if I'm really looking for someone with a particular specialty or a particular distance from me or years of experience, I can put that in here or just browse through. And if you click on any of these advisor profiles, you'll see that there's a lot more detailed information that you can get about each individual before you share. Once you find one that you like, you can click Share My Lasso Retirement Plan, and that plan will be sent to the advisor. It's important to note that we send this anonymously, so none of your personal or contact information is actually shared. They're just getting the details of the plan so that they can send you back their suggestions on how to improve it. Now that is how you share a plan in Lasso. Once you've shared a plan in Lasso, I'm going to show you how to review a proposal from an advisor. So you're just sitting back and waiting for advisors to respond to your shares. And when they send you a proposal, you can find it either by opening up the plan from your My Plans list that you had previously built and that you received a proposal for. You'll see that there's a Proposals tab, and opening that, you can actually see when an advisor has sent you a proposal and you can review it from there. The other place that you can go is to the Notifications section, and you will see that you have a new notification for a proposal that an advisor has sent you. So you can also access your proposals from there. So if I want to see what this advisor has sent me, I can click View Proposal, and I'll see, oh, hey, this advisor has improved my plan. They've been able to add 50 points to my original plan score. So I want to see how they did that. So I'm going to click See How to Improve Your Plan to review this proposal. And I'll see that yes, they did indeed add 50 points to my score. So I'm now on track for almost 125 points, over the 100 that I need. And this advisor did that by adding GBI funds to my plan. I'm curious, so I'm going to click Next. And on the next page, I'm going to see some additional suggestions that this advisor has made now that I'm more than on track for my goal. There are some actions that they think I might be able to take in order to get right on track for my goal. So in this case, I'm more than on track, where if I switch to dollars, I'm actually tracking to have over $150,000 of retirement income. So I have the opportunity to either reduce my savings, and this advisor thinks I can reduce it by almost $80,000. I can reduce my time horizon and retire 3 years earlier, or I can actually reduce the contributions that I'm making every year, the savings I'm doing, by almost $6,000 a year. So if I explore some of these and actually say, okay, I like the idea of saving $6,000 less per year, look at that. That gets me on track to 100 points and exactly to my goal. So I'm going to click Next. And here you'll see that the overview of what this advisor has done. And I can actually compare that to my original plan. Oh, look, I was not on track for my goal. And with these changes, I'm actually saving less and now on track for the retirement goal that I had. I like this, so I'm going to connect with this advisor. And when I do so, I can click Contact, and I will be given all of their contact information to set up a meeting and actually talk to them about this plan. Now, that is how you review a proposal in Lasso. Thanks for watching today, and I hope that you walk away with your perfect advisor match.